Okay, we got to have a conversation about Doechii because it's starting to get out of hand. I'm fine with artists getting praised. I'm fine with artists getting critiqued. But when these things are not being done fairly, I've got to point it out. A few weeks ago, I told you, I said, hey, some of the praise that I'm seeing from Doechii are not from people that are actually genuinely fans of her music. I don't think they even truly understand her music. They are just using her as the antithesis of what they think is wrong with female rap. Now I'm seeing on the flip side, there are a number of people who are now critiquing Doechii, and they're mostly critiquing Doechii because they want to get a few agendas off. And I also think they have a just strong dislike of what they consider to be boom bap rap, conscious rap, and they have a strong dislike from when a female is doing it, right? So this is one of the tweets that got it popping, right? One of the viral tweets that got it popping. I believe Doechii had just did Tiny Desk. Doechii had just did Late Night Show. She's just won an award at the Variety Awards, which is for the Hip Hop Disruptor of the Year. So Doechii's popping right now. She's making a lot of noise, and her label's doing a lot of work. That's what they're supposed to do. But we see tweets like this that says, "Oh, making those Harriet Tubman music is a cheat code to getting respected in rap." Again, this is what I mean by what are you trying to say versus what's being said versus what's happening, right? So when I mentioned the praise that Doechii was getting that did not match sort of her numbers, I was being genuine in my critique of the audience. I did always think Doechii, and still is, a phenomenal artist. Now that I'm seeing these critiques of her that are rooted in, I don't even know what to call it, because I could just throw the words, the patriarchy, colorism, I would say more misogyny, not patriarchy, colorism, and a dislike for intellectualism. It seems like it's just the perfect combination of all those things. And the first one, I'll say, it feels a little bit like misogyny because, quite frankly, the style of rap that Doechii does when she's not getting into like her Doja Cat pop bag, for me, they tend to be things that I've seen men do all the time, right? That storytelling, sort of boom bap style of rap, that sort of, class of MCs. I see men do that, and it's not hated. It's not disliked. I don't even think she's getting too advanced in her lyrical schemes and her rhyme schemes for people to dislike her that much or dislike what they're hearing. The colorism thing to me does come in. I don't think it's the most egregious crime, but I do think, whether the poster intends to or not, and other people are saying things that do give me those vibes. When you start bringing up, civil rights, slavery, it's anti-black, which is still not great, right? And lastly, I do think that anti-intellectualism has been on the rise. And I just think that people's inability to comprehend lyrics in the way that Doechii is doing it, people's inability to just have patience for stories being told and actually go read lyrics and understand lyrics, just shows me they don't know what they're talking about, because Denial is a River, which is a song that Doechii was performing in which that person responded to. This is a story about Doechii getting cheated on, right? And, getting into, I guess, a very fascinating, interesting plot twist in the story. I'm not going to ruin the song for you if you've never heard it, so go listen to it to yourself. But nothing about this is quote unquote Harriet Tubman music. In fact, Doechii herself, on a song called Prophet, she's rapped in ways that are not too advanced, and still at the same time admitted that she's actually even going pop right now. I'm breaking bread with bird bitches like catering. I'm making peace with the fact that I'm going pop and shit. I'm making popping shit, but I'm still popping shit. And then she also talks about the fact that her label is not a fan of the angle that she's taking, right? So while, understandably, the first post, talks about Black luxury and the art of visual storytelling and braided to the dancers, I think that's where, for me, I said, it's rooted in a little bit of colorism. At worst, it's anti-Black. Doechii does use visuals that I think speaks to her, to authenticity and who she is and where she grew up from. I believe in Tampa, and she's not vocalizing that, she just shows it visually. And I think that is what people are speaking to here, but they aren't actually listening to the music. So you take all those things, you throw it in a pot, and now you got a recipe for disaster. Just like in my other post, I'm going to do this in my current post here. And I think that she has the perfect label for this. I just want Doechii to be treated fairly, right? I just want her to be treated fairly. Yes, she may not, be this light-skinned, big booty girl that you, or whatever, that you think you like. So that or should be a female rapper. Yes, she may not rap in simplistic schemes that you think women should rap like. And three, yeah, you may have a little pea brain that doesn't actually allow you to go read up lyrics, because I know if you just read it, you would understand it. But that doesn't mean that I should be seeing 1,000 different posts attacking this woman, because she simply doesn't deserve it. I will say this though, y'all have a knack of hating people into superstardom. So if I had to pick, even though I would love her mental health to be protected, I actually think I'd prefer this, because, believe it or not, her music is going to soar. The other disingenuous people posting her but actually not going to listen to music, that one, even though it's good for her mental health, is not good for her bottom line. In my opinion, that's just how the audience works. The audience is weird.